Alright, so we're going to start out with Kora this time. Last time around she was actually the hardest one to do. This time around I don't think that's actually the instance. She's not that bad to finish out the quest on this one. Now granted, part of the reason why the last one was so tough is because I just wasn't paying enough attention to realize that I should avoid going into the areas with the monster with the big red sign over its head, which was my fault. Now, I go through here and actually end up slaughtering a whole bunch of stuff in real quick succession, so you're going to see a whole bunch of skips right now, but where she's leading you to a cave, I don't want to actually cut out too much so you can actually see the route to the cave. And I'll do a similar thing in the cave, try to cut out all the fights but leave the general pathing in so you can see which path to take. That being said, I'm not going to just sit here and ramble incessantly, so if you're lost and want to know what the path is, keep watching. Otherwise, there should be a link down at the bottom to jump to where the actual boss fight is. Alright, and like any good RPG side story, there's a save spot just before a boss fight. It's always a nice little signal that you're getting ready to do something that might not end well. So, what are we taking on today? Well, this is going to be a little bit of a letdown, but it's just plain old Kazoo.
Let's do this.
If you've been wandering around the map, then this guy's not really going to be that big of a surprise for you. And you may have already taken him out a little bit. But, I know I'll mention this elsewhere, you need to be getting some Kazoo parts together. His hunting horn is actually really useful for some stuff that we'll do later on. And all of his weapons actually have paralysis on them, so if you're looking for something with status element, he's a good status weapon. So, killing a couple different Kazoo here and there, good way to get ahead. He's not a really hard fight in any way, shape, or form. It gives him the boss thing, but really it seems like he takes about as much damage as in the normal way as any regular Kazoo. I didn't feel like he was any harder than any other Kazoo that I've fought. So, don't be intimidated by this. About the worst thing that he can do is actually paralyze you for a minute, but even then, he shouldn't be hitting hard enough to be a problem. So, we'll jump on to the end and move on to the next side story. Or at least, I'll jump to the end. I'll let it play out so you can see the whole fight. And you get to see what the rewards are in general for this one, which is they gain the ability to use a secondary weapon, and their Monstie develops a bit.